Hey guys, so today's video is going to be my February monthly subscriptions, so let's go ahead and get into it. So my first subscription I have is from Boxy Charm. This is by far my favorite subscription that I'm signed up for. So you open up the box and then you always get a card, and February's card said, "Would you be my galentine?" I don't know what that means, but on the back of the cards it always tells you like what products are in here. It gives you a description of the product and it also tells you how much it retails for. So I always like to keep that around just in case. So the first thing I have in here are some makeup brushes, and these are from Royal and Lane Nickel. That's a name. And it just says Omnia Eye Kit. This says each brush features brass plated nickel for strength and durability, water resistant, acrylic silk touch handles for a reliable performance. So one of the brushes is a shader brush and the other one is a detail brush. I think Royal and Lane Nickel is like a Walmart brush brand, or maybe they own Moda, I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and open these up. These also retail for $29.98. So that's kind of expensive, right? For two brushes? I don't know, maybe I'm just used to like Morphe prices, but... Ooh, so they are really pretty actually. So this is the detail brush. It says it's the BOM-18. I wish you could see how they look in person. Like, the handle part is so nice. And then the actual brush feels pretty soft too. So this would be a good brush to highlight your brow bone with, I think, or the inner corner. And then the other one is the BOM-40 shader brush. And again, this one's like super fluffy. I don't know, I don't really like fluffy brushes to apply eyeshadow with. I really like to use my ring finger if I'm going to apply anything on the lid. So I'm not sure if I will use this one for that, but I'm obsessed with these handles. They're so nice. The next thing I pulled out is Real Her Moisturizing Lipstick, and this is what the box looks like. And it's in the color Boss, so it kind of just looks like a deep plum color. This retails for $18. And then there's a coupon in there for 20% off. So this is the packaging. It kind of reminds me of the Calvin Klein packaging. I don't even know if Calvin Klein still makes makeup, but it does remind me of that. And then that's what the top looks like. It just says Real Her. Ooh. This also kind of reminds me of Lipstick Queen. So here's the color. This says it is a satin moisturizing lipstick enriched with shea butter, jojoba, seed oil, aloe vera, and vitamin E. It says it has a look that's between a matte and a gloss. So let's see. My hands are so... Oh, wow. That was really creamy actually. It doesn't have too much of a scent. That's really pretty. I wish I would have gotten this around the fall time, but I don't know. Summertime, like this color of a lip is like really good too. That was really creamy. I'm impressed with this. So the thing that I'm most excited for that was in this box, I saw a sneak peek of it on Boxy Charm's Facebook, and it's the Dr. Brandt Microdermabrasion Age Defying Exfoliant Anti-Age. This sucker retails for $79. Like, what? Like, this box is only like $21 a month. So I was very excited for this. So I have the blue one. I think I talked about it in my latest Sephora haul, and I can't remember what that one is called, but that one's really good to get out blackheads, so I'm excited to try this. This says it renews skin radiance, polishes and soothes, helps diminish the look of fine lines. So like I said, I really like the blue one of this, so I'm really excited to try this. And then there's also a card in here for 25% off Dr. Brandt. So that's awesome because I might use it to get my Dr. Brandt Pores No More primer that I really like. And then that blue thing that I can't remember the name of, but that's nice. 25% is actually a dent. So the next thing that is in the box is a collaboration between Z Palette and Boxy Charm. So this is cool. This will be a cool little travel size palette. It says it can fit, what? Does it really only fit 5 in there? This retails for $14 and it fits up to 9 standard eyeshadows. So that's cool. And then it comes with 5 little magnets, which I probably won't use, but so that's cool. I'm excited for this because I really want to put my MAC Emphasize powder in here because right now I have it with my blushes and it's not really a blush. So I kind of want to put that in here and then maybe like a different setting powder so that way I could just keep it in this little box, but that's cool. And then the last 2 things that are in the box are 2 Makeup Geek shadows. These retail at, okay, so I guess for both of them they're 12 bucks, so $6 a piece. This one is called Concrete Jungle and it's just a regular pressed eyeshadow. It just looks like a kind of like plummy taupe color. And then the other one is called Sensuous and it looks like a shimmer. I'm not going to take them out because I'm not 100% sure if I already own them because Makeup Geek has some of my favorite shadows and I did place an order for a bunch of new shadows, so I'm sorry if you wanted to see what they're swatched, but I just want to make sure I don't open them, you know, so I can keep doubles or give them away. So I'm just going to quickly like add this up in my head, like a rough estimate. So you pay, I think it's $21 a month for the box. So far that is, I have 110, 20, 30, 40, 50. So that's about $160 worth of stuff for $21. I'm telling you, like, this is my favorite subscription ever. I hope they never change it. Okay, my next subscription is my Sephora Play Box. And I already took a sneak peek of this, obviously, because I can't wait. And I'm horrible at keeping secrets, too, by the way. But anyways, I think it's weird or a coincidence because the last couple times I've put up these videos, again, I'm crazy and I overthink things all the time, but I kind of like complained a little bit about how my Sephora Play boxes like kind of sucked and I was going to cancel the subscription because I didn't really like it. And then I took, like I said, I took a sneak peek of it. And I think it's a little odd because then it's like everything that I've wanted to try that I haven't tried yet is in this box. And they're all like name brand things that I've heard of. So I was like, So you open it up. Again, it comes with the extra 50 beauty point card. And what's this? Oh, I don't think I ever noticed this. So it's kind of like Boxy Charm. It gives you like this whole paper of everything that's in the box. I don't think I ever noticed that, or maybe I just didn't pay attention. But so February's bag is just like a pink silk. Go ahead and open this. So the first thing in here is Sephora's Lash Craft Length and Volume Mascara. It does have a retail sticker on there for 12 bucks, so I'm not really sure what that means. This says it's a jet black volumizing mascara with an innovative flat paddle shaped wand to lengthen and lift lashes. So that's pretty cool. I mean, it seems kind of... Do you see how small this is? And it says it retails for 12 bucks. Wow. So that's super tiny. I do like these for, well, I did like them when I freelanced. I don't freelance really anymore, but I like to bring these when I did freelance so that way I could just use the same mascara and then kind of give it to them when they left. So that's just something I did. But I do like these for my bottom lashes, and I do notice that the deluxe size of mascaras are a little bit drier, and I like a drier mascara because I feel like it separates my lashes the way I want to, or the way I want them. I can't talk today, oh my god. So the next thing in the bag is Marc Jacobs Divine Decadence, and this is a perfume. This just says it's a floral bright champagne douse scent. Interesting. Let's see what this smells like. Oh. It's like a sweet, spicy scent. That's kind of weird. Oh, I see. Do you see a little bag right there? It's that Adriana Lima commercial one where she's carrying like the purse-looking perfume. I don't know. I kind of like it, but it's kind of weird at the same time. We'll have to see. The next thing that's in here is Clinique Pep Start moisturizer, and I've always wanted to try this. I always put it in my cart and then take it out and put it in and take it out. This just says it's a lightweight oil-free moisturizer meets primer, instantly blurs imperfections while providing an all-day hydration for silky, soft, focused finish. So this is what it looks like. So I guess it's a moisturizer slash primer. So I'm interested to see how this works. I don't think I have any other moisturizer slash primer thing. The next thing in here is from NARS, and this is the Velvet Lip Glide in Bound. I'm telling you, like, everything in here, I'm like, yeah. So, it's so tiny. But it is a really pretty, like, everyday color, I think. Let's go ahead and swatch this. Oh, doesn't really have a smell. Ooh, I like the applicator. Yeah, it's so pretty. Like, this is a color that I would buy for sure. I'm gonna leave this on here and see if it dries matte, but I don't think it does. And then the next thing I have in here, which is another thing I wanted to try, this is the Too Faced Lip Injection Gloss. And it just looks like a really pretty nude color with gold reflect. And it's in the shade Milkshake. This just says sheer tinted gloss, uses a botanical infused formula to visibly plump lips instantly while also hydrating and softening over time. And I think I mentioned this in like another video, but the Too Faced Lip Injection, the actual gloss, is probably like the second or third thing I've ever purchased from Sephora. And I still have it. I know it's gross, but I can't get rid of it. It's like kind of like sentimental. I don't know. It has like a cinnamony smell to it. Oh, but this would be really pretty. I don't think you'll be able to see it, but I think it'd be really pretty over a nude lip. Or even like a peach lip, I think. Can you see it better from back here? I'm not sure. But yeah, it's just like it looks like a nude gloss with a little bit of peach and gold in it. So like I said, it would be really pretty over a nude or a peach lip, I think. The last thing that came in here is from Origins, and it's the Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream to brighten and depuff. So this is another thing that I wanted to try, and I have the Ginseng face exfoliant scrub that I use in the morning or at night whenever I feel like I want to exfoliate my face, and I love that stuff. It's probably my favorite face wash like ever, and I feel like I use a lot of it, and I've used it so many times and it's still full. But this says it's a luminous eye cream infused with coffee beans, ginseng, magnolia extract to visibly brighten and depuff the under eye. So I'm excited to give that a try. Moving on to my next subscription is Morphe Me. And oh, did I just check that? So you get a sticker that says Forever on Fleek and Kiss and Makeup, Be My Valentine, hashtag Morphe. And then again, you get the little card that tells you what each brush is and how to use it if you choose to use it that way. So it looks like we got the Gunmetal collection this month. So I'll just start with like the biggest one. This one. So this one is the Morphe G36 brush. And this to me looks like a foundation brush, like a good foundation buffer brush. So this says it's whether you use it for foundation or to contour, do it flawlessly with this with this softy. Wow, bad. It says it's best for any powdered product, making a match made in heaven. And I have wanted to try out using a powder foundation instead of a liquid foundation. So maybe I just got the perfect brush for that. I'm not sure. But other than that, it looks like the perfect brush to use to buff in foundation. It's really soft too. Well, this is interesting. So this next brush is like 3D. I don't know. It's the Morphe G33. I don't know if you can tell that it's like, can you see how it's like a 3D brush? Weird. So this says it is an angled buffer and get it bright, get it right. Our G33 brush gives you the best coverage your eyes could ask for. It has a unique shape so it can get right in the inner corner of your eyes. Yeah, I guess so. I really like blending out my concealer with a brush as opposed to a damp sponge, so that'll be nice. Ooh, and that'll be nice to get around the nose too. The last brush is the Morphe G34. And this says it's a mini round buffer. If we haven't made you blush and glow just yet, get the G34. It will for sure. I just added like my own words into that. Anyway, so there's no better way to apply your highlighter. You'll be so obsessed, you'll think you're in a love spell. I don't think I would have thought of this as a highlighter, but maybe for like a cream highlighter, this would be perfect. Oh yeah. My last subscription is from Ipsy. And, oh. So this was just loose in the bag, and this is, what's this? Oh, I always think that everything comes with cards to tell you what they are, but I guess that one doesn't. So this is the Luxie, which I always want Luxie brushes. I always see when people get them in their Ipsy bags or Boxy Charm, and I always have wanted them, especially the nose contour brush. Anyways, so this is the Luxie E14, and it's a blush brush. Which will be nice because I feel like I don't have a lot of blush brushes, so I'm excited to try that. So February's bag was this denim bag with orange trim. Not the biggest fan, but, and then the little zipper is a pair of lips that says Ipsy. So the first thing in here is from NYX, and it's a butter lipstick. I have a couple of butter lipsticks, and this is in the shade Ripe Berry, which I wonder if it's similar to that one that was in the Boxy Charm. Ooh, this is really pretty too. It's not as pigmented as the one that was in the Boxy Charm, but it's still really pretty. Like, I think this would be pretty if you used a lip liner and then just put this on over it because it isn't like super pigmented, but I think it's pretty. It's pretty. And then the next thing in here is from the Organic Pharmacy. It's a lip and eye cream. It says it's going to nourish and treat and refresh. And it looks like this. I don't know if it's going to focus since it's so white. Can you see it better back here maybe? Ooh. I really like eye creams. I like getting eye creams in my subscriptions, so let's see. It has a rose scent for sure. Ooh, and it's like thick. Ooh, it has a rose and a scent I don't like. I don't know. Something in there I don't like. But I do like how it's like kind of thick. Like, you're not gonna be able to tell, but it's really thick. See how my finger is like not going down like super fast. The next thing in here is from Be Fine Food Skincare, and this is a gentle cleanser with the sugar, mint, oats, and rice. It says it's vegetarian proteins, which depending on when this video goes up, I think I might put it up like right after I get done filming it. I've actually gone vegan, but that's a whole nother video in itself, but I just want to throw that out there, so look for that video. This just says to moisten face, apply a small amount of the gentle cleanser in a circular motion, rinse off. So we'll try that and see if we can smell it. I can't really smell anything. I don't know, kind of stuffy. These kill me, I swear. I think it was like a balm bronzer that I got last time that was like the size of an eyeshadow. This is the Elizabeth Mott What Up Beaches Matte Bronzer. So tiny. Maybe that's what I'll use that Boxy Charm and Z Palette collaboration for all these little tiny things that I always get. That's what I should use it for. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it, and like you can see, it's a little tiny eyeshadow. Ooh, it's actually really creamy though. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. Ooh, that's a really pretty bronzer. That could almost be a contour shade. That's what I need to do. I need to pop out all these little minis for my subscriptions and put them in that Z palette that came in Boxy Charm. Okay guys, that concludes my February subscriptions. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.